You there, FSG? Where are you?
Argsy, where are you?
I can't find you. I can hear you. Oh,
I see you now.
Yeah, I can see a flashlight.
What's going on?
I don't know. I've got no idea where we are. It just turned dark. We ended up in this forest.
Yeah, I was working on the tractor in West Texas and just disappeared from there to here.
Yeah, I was much the same. I was tending to the cows. Well, do we go and try and find civilization, or do we pitch down under a tree for the night and see what sunrise brings us?
As long as it's not the same tree. I'm not that kind of guy.
No, you look like you've got a nice warm coat on. You'll be fine.
Yeah, let's try and work out what's going on, shall we?
Alright. I'm gonna go grab some shut-eye and hopefully this will all be gone in the morning.
Here's hoping.
Might be a bad dream. Well, I don't know where we are, people. There's trees for miles.
Morning, Args.
Yeah, good morning.
This gets weirder and weirder. So I spoke to the guy in the shop here, and he was saying that we have 2 pieces of land that belong to us.
Is that right?
Yeah. So
Okay.
he said they're ours to farm.
Okay. And we've got, what, just over $1.3 million to use to do it?
Yeah, which ironically was, if we got rid of a lot of our kit on West Texas, would have been roughly the sum we had.
Yeah, once you've paid off my house.
Yeah. That's why it's not 1.5.
Yeah, well, there you go. So, do we need to go look at this land, or what are we going to...
probably do just need to understand what we've got here, don't we?
Yeah, alright. Oh, this is a new adventure.
Yeah, for sure. We'll see you over there.
Alright.
So apparently, Args, we are in the southeasterly corner of 2 blocks of land that we own. So pretty much as far as the eye can see.
Over towards the trees there, and further up to the right, is it?
That's right, over to that big forest, and then up round to the right. It's quite a big expanse of space.
Oh, it's a nice canvas to start working with, but a lot of grass there. I suppose we should be getting that cut and trying to figure out what we're going to do with it.
Well, you know where there's grass, there's money.
Oh, that's true. Very true. Silage?
I think that would be a good start, wouldn't it?
It would be. I'm pleased we've got some money, though. I won't already be starting off by having to cut down trees and earn some coin that way.
Oh, yeah, I'm pretty sure somebody's already done that.
Yeah. Alright, we'll go back up to your dealer, mate. You seem to be friends with him already. We'll go see what he can offer us.
Yeah, sounds like a plan, mate.
Alright, well, this could be a fun adventure.
It certainly could.
I don't know what you guys think, but this guy has an uncanny resemblance to Jason Statham. Particularly in Snatch, the movie. What do you reckon? Brothers? Stunt double? Who knows? Who knows? He'll be over flirting with that woman at the counter in a minute. Just you watch. Alright, so we are in here taking a look. We're going to have a look at the mowers first. We'll figure out our horsepower requirement. We're going to start off right down here, 2.4 meters wide, 40 horsepower. I think we can afford something bigger than that. 3.1 meters, 60. Moving up, 3.1, 3.5 meters, up to 3.6 and 70 horsepower. Actually interesting, the Disco has a lower horsepower requirement than the Kongsskild. Now, of course, we've got the Vicon there, but it is narrower, so pretty sure FSG mentioned something about the class. So I think if we pick up one of these, 70 horsepower, we'll buy that there. And then we'll go take a look at the loading wagons. Now, of course, we don't have a huge amount of money, but we do want to get one that will take the additive. See there, we own one of these pottingers already, so I'm assuming FSG's gone for that. 130 horsepower. Doesn't take much bigger capacity, 26 cubes, compared to mine. Well, not mine yet, I haven't bought it yet, but I was thinking to go with the smaller Stroutman. Pretty sure that will take the additive. I think it's only the small pottinger which doesn't. So let's take a look at that. Silage additive tanks. There we go. We can add that on the back or on the front is where it goes. And we've got some options there for tyres. Not many. And of course, we can put a number plate on it. So we'll come up with something for that. We'll get this purchased and then go and have a look at our tractor. There we go. We've gone for I'm lost because we are a little bit lost. We go 95 horsepower, so we need a tractor of about 160. Not sure what FSG might have gone for. Let's see if we can find what he's picked up. There we go. He went for the McCormick. 190 to 240, $170,000. I was thinking you're going with the Class just to match the mower, but actually haven't used the Landini before. That is 190 horsepower, so I think we might go with that. Some weights on it, wide tyres and weights just to help with compaction when we get to it. Might actually put a front loader attachment on it because we may need that in the future, and I don't think we need the higher horsepower. We may take the GPS though. It takes us up to about $170,000. And we'll come up with another number plate for this one as well. There we go, send help. Not sure what other colours we can go. Metallic blue. Oh, I do like the look of that. Let's be frivolous. $2,000, why not? Right. And there we go, Landini purchased. Let's go take a look. Right, so here's our purchases. We've got our mower on the front there, loading wagon here. To go on the back. Now it looks like FSG conveniently purchased some of the additives, so we'll get that put in as well. And then once we get down to the farm area, I guess we better make sure that we buy a bunker. There we go, zoom out. Let's head down this way and see what the best way to get to the farm is. Well, it looks like we're just bashing across the grass here. We're going to make our own route over. I do see on the map there seems to be a rough track. I'll just bring up the mini map here. Just about on our right we were coming up to now. Might be a little bit of a route we could follow, but I think for what we're trying to do, this is just going to get us there just fine. Now of course we're going to need the mini map up, so we make sure we are mowing and harvesting in our correct part of our fields. Let's just have a look. FSG's just pulling up here in front of us. Let's get on over, have a chat to him and see which way we're going to go. Argsy, FSG.
Go ahead, Args.
Did you upgrade to GPS?
No.
Ah.
Did you?
Poor man's tractor. Yeah, I was splurged. I put metallic paint and GPS on my tractor.
We haven't got the money to do that, Args. Not the metallic paint, anyway. No. GPS makes sense, but the metallic paint is just, like, luxurious.
It looks good, though.
It does. I'll agree with that. I'm going to run back and get it. That makes total sense, and I'm a clown for not thinking about that.
Alright. So, here we are. This is about the corner of the field. And of course, because I've got GPS, I'll be able to run along it pretty neatly too. So, let's just get into about here. We need to turn the mower on. That's the forage wagon on the back. We've got the mower turned on the front and lowered down. This is going to tell us we don't have access to this land. We should have access to some land very soon. Right, there we are. Now, I'm going to use the heading there on the tractor. We get this turned on and put together a bit of a course. Here's our A point. We are heading along on 270, so we are running along on the right angle there. Hit our second point, and there we go. We're all set up and going. Now if we just bring up the GPS there, we've got our working width set perfectly. So we've got lots 33 and 32 here, so we can run all the way over here to the trees and start to get the silage or grass picked up. But that's doing a pretty good job. I think this might be quite an efficient way to do it with the two tractors. And it's going to set us up quite well to have some decent horsepower for some of the other tasks. Obviously, once we're done here, we're going to be looking at ploughing, maybe forming a couple of fields and getting some land cut up, ready to turn into some productive land. So, we'll just get started here. We're going to have to make some space as well for our silage pit or bunker, so I think now that we've got to that point, let's just might just lift up there, spin around, we'll run back along that and then go and clear out an area to put the bunker down on. It does look like we're having a little bit of a clearing there just on our left. It could be a good spot for a bunker tucked in here against the trees. In fact, this would be a good spot to set up our farmyard, so we might have to take a look at doing that here somewhere. But let's just work around and clear this area out, and we'll sort out somewhere we can put that silage bunker down. Alright, there we are. We are full. So let's just take a look. Haven't managed to quite clear everything out in here, but let's just take a look at where we might put this bunker down. It might be quite nice. Could actually go in between the trees, but I was thinking of putting it just across the edge here, using some of this natural clearing in here over some of these bushes. So let's just take a look in the build menu and see what our options are. We've got a couple here, 25,000 for a 6x31, 8x39, 12x58 is double the price for pretty much the same area. Oh, it's a little bit bigger. I think that's a little bit too expensive. We'll probably go here with the drive-through one. We'll make it easier for us as well. So let's just grab this and see where might be the best spot to put it. In fact, that actually sits quite nicely on this clearing. So if we were to put it in here somewhere, we'd have access from both sides. Make it so it's not going to crash into that tree, I reckon. And if we need a second one, we're not going to be that much worse off than if we spent $120,000 on two. I reckon we will put that down there and be done with it. Of course, the beauty of this, we don't have to bother with backing, so we should be able to come in here, start unloading slowly through the middle. Not making too much of a heap because we will have to drive up and over it as we go through and unload each time. There we go. Perfect. Right, let's get back into it. We've got a row here we've started on, so we'll carry on mowing along here and then catch up with FSG.
FSG to Args.
Yes, my friend.
I think I might have to put a small chainsaw in the back of my tractor.
Is there a few trees out there?
Small trees as I go past them. Dodged them all so far, but yeah, I might have to chop a few down.
Alright, so now FSG's made a start on the up and down rows. We're going to follow along behind him, beside him, next to him, around him, and make a start as well. So it's obviously going to make more sense to go up and down these long lengths than it was to get around on these shorter bits. Probably less interruptions apart from all the trees that FSG's encountering on his travels. So we'll buy ourselves a chainsaw, and any trees we come across we will cut down at the same time. So we're just coming up on this little one there. There we go. FSG's got his chainsaw. Like he's out of the truck. In fact, it looks like he's got his chainsaw and gear on too. Go over and have a look and see what he's doing. Looking very dapper there in the bright orange safety gear. Oh, it's gone now.
Oh, it must automatically go on when you turn on the chainsaw. That's interesting.
Pretty cool, eh? Yep, there you are. And there you're not.
Health and safety all the way.
Indeed. Right, so you're just going to move that out of the way and carry on?
Yeah, there's a couple more over there. I'll grab them as well.
Yeah, cool. Oh, I don't think we can be here and not enjoy having a chainsaw ourselves, so we'll go and find one. What sort he got? Went for the Husqvarna. Always a still guy. Not sure why, it's just what we've always used around my part of the world. Seems to be one of the most common ones. Let's get in here. That little cut down. Grind that stump out. Oh, there we go. Managed to get rid of that stump. It was being a little bit tricky, but good perseverance. Paid. Oh, look at that. Because we've bought one, I can choose between the two. That's interesting. Alright, that out of the way. Let's carry on and get some more of this field picked up. Alright, well we're starting to put some barcodes here across the fields and starting to make a little bit more progress across. So we'll just crack into this. I think we might run a little bit of a time lapse. I think that'll be the best way to capture this, and we'll see how it all ends up. Looks like FSG was full there and he kept on going. Not to worry. Am I going to be able to sneak past this tree? It looks like I will. Get that when we come back. Right, with that in mind, let's just crack on with this, and we'll see you in a little bit. might be about time we get ourselves a leveling blade or something to try and get this not making much headway. We might have a chat to FSG about what we're going to do. So this ain't going to work. Argsy to FSG.
That sounds like a despondent radio message. Is somebody stuck?
No, I'm finding my own way out, thank you very much, but I think it might be time to get a leveling blade.
Okay, sounds like a plan.
Head for a drive back over to the shop and see what I can find.
Roger that. I'll clear these last few rows and then I think we'll probably call it there, won't we? And maybe think about how we split up this field.
Yep, sounds like a good idea. Alright, we're back here at the shop. Let's take a look at what we can buy. We'll take a look here at levelers. We've got a few options in there. You know me, I'm always a sucker for the most expensive, but it might be a little bit big for the power output we have. A little more weight in that one, 4 meters, but we probably actually only need one of these narrower 3.7 meter ones. Let's go for that. We will get that bought. And one other thing, have a look at silo compaction. Got some weights and things there on the back. I'm not sure if we're going to need those. What I did want to buy while we're here, and before FSG finds out and tells me off, I was going to buy a trailer. I thought this one might be a good one to put some of those logs and that on. Get them moved out of the field and either put aside or stack somewhere or whatnot. And it might just be handy for transporting things back and forth between the shop and the yard, or the field as it is at the moment. So we'll get this bought and we'll come up with another number plate idea for this one. There we go, low rider seems appropriate for a low bed trailer. So let's see what sort of look we get from FSG when we turn up this back at the yard. Probably wondering what I bought for $17,500. Guy has to live a little. Alright, we'll get this disconnected, we'll get the trailer taken off, and we'll see about getting this leveled out a little bit. I'm going to hide the trailer somewhere in the trees to see if he notices it or not. Probably won't even see it if I pull it up close enough to the bunker wall there. There we go, drop that off and leave it there. Let's see what we can do to make this bunker just a little bit more manageable. Swung around in here. Really, these are big points, but it's also the fact that the silage or the chaff that's gone in here hasn't levelled out towards the edges. It's, as we've tipped it, it has stayed in the centre. We'll have to try and push it a little bit closer to the sides.
FSG to Args.
Go ahead, mate.
Low loader trailer? You're just thinking of a practical multi-purpose trailer, are you?
I just thought we could use it to pick the logs up and, well, I'm just enjoying spending money so far.
Fair enough, I'll take that. Right, I'll go and pick those logs up then.
See, making your life easier since ages ago.
I might put a shed up as well.
Hey, don't be rash. Alright, that's got things tidied up a whole lot more here. We're at about 70% compacted, 236,000 litres of chaff in here, so not a bad little haul so far. And we're probably not even half done. Certainly not half done, because we haven't done even half of lot 33, or plot 33, which is the one we're in at the moment. We've got all of 32 to do as well, so plenty more grass to be cut and chaff to be made. Must be on his phone or something. Either that or there's a song he likes listening to. Just imagine him in. What's he in there singing? Village People? Bit of ABBA. Looks like he'd like ABBA, doesn't he? Wonder if he's a dancing queen. Oh, crikey.
It was only 50 grand. Probably about the same as your metallic paint.
Now. Don't get bitter, get better.
Leveling looks good, mate.
Yeah, we've got 236,000 litres in there, and it's about 72% compacted, so don't know whether you want to carry on and get it covered now, or whether we're going to leave it open to do some more grass work at some stage.
Yeah, we could do. There's a bit more around the back, actually. I'm amazed how big these plots are, actually.
They creep up on you in size, don't they? Do we want to get a couple of ploughs or do something to open these?
Yeah, I was going to say we should cut a few fields. I'd like to see. You know, I think it's probably too big to do one big field, so if we split it into maybe 2 or 3, it'd be quite nice, wouldn't it?
Alright. Oh, does that mean we get to go shopping again?
Yes, it does, sir.
Excellent. I'll race you there. Right, so we are going to get a couple of plows. Our best option we can come up with is the subsoilers here. So we're going to buy one of these, and then I think FSG is going to lease his. So here we go. Not sure which is which now, but doesn't really matter. We'll get hooked up, and we'll run these down to the field and see how they go. Here we are. Right, let's get over back to where we were and see about setting up a couple of fields over there with the area we've mowed. Alright, so we've got the ploughs over here. Let's have a chat to FSG.
Right, Args, what's the plan? I'm guessing this road here is a natural break, which is quite nice, to split the farm and the first field, maybe?
Yeah, I think that's a good idea. This could be the yard where we're standing, and we can start our first field there. I was thinking we could run one that sort of goes down to that clump of trees and then do one that goes back across the back of them.
Yeah, alright, that sounds good. Well, do you want to start at this side and I'll run up to the trees and start digging up there?
Yep, sounds like a plan. Let's see how this goes.
Nice one.
Alright, so we'll just get swung in here and turn on our create fields. We should be able to drop that down there now. There we are. We are making our first field. And we're going to get some rocks here, which isn't a worry. We can always pick those up with the rock picker and possibly even look at making our own lime or something like that in the future. We can stockpile them somewhere though for now, but let's just create a little bit of a path around here. We'll follow this path, see where FSG's heading. I think if we come over here, head down towards the trees and then follow the edge we've mowed, and we'll hook back up, and by then we should have a couple of decent fields. I'm going to stay away from the trees here on the left a little bit, just so we can have a bit of a path to drive through when it comes time to running down that way. That's not a bad sized field, even if I do say so myself. Get in here to the end, swing around, lift up out of there, and there we go. All created. Not quite sure what Farm Some Guy's doing down the back there, probably having another smoko. But we will make a start here on ripping this up and getting it all turned over. Only a couple more passes left and we will have this field all turned over. Farm Some Guy, and he has a little bit left to do over there. Looks like he's taking a break under the tree again. Oh no, he's still moving. Must have been struggling to find reverse. But these fields have actually ended up quite similar in size. I think ours is just a touch bigger, but not too bad as a couple of fields to make a start here on the farming. So it'll be good. to get into some more work on this next week. So you're going to have a whole lot of rocks to pick. Probably going to have to put some lime on these fields and get them all ready for some seeding. We look at putting some wheat or barley or something that ties in with the seasons. So that's the plan. We'll see. Lots of other things we'll look at trying to do too. Greenhouses, getting some animals at some stage, maybe even delving into some grapes or olives. We do have some land there on the side of the hill, which might just be the perfect place to put down some vines. So lots of opportunities here. But we'll get this finished, go and catch up with FSG, and probably wrap things up there, I'd say. Oh, not quite going to get it all in one pass. That's alright. He can turn around and come back, and that will be him all done in that field as well, which is good. If we just have a look on the map there, you can see it is a little bit bigger, probably about a third bigger again, maybe. But it seemed like a good place with the trees there in the middle. We could always plough this up into one bigger field if we wanted to in the future, but at least for now, it gives us the opportunity to have different crops in the two different fields.
Well, Args, from the shock of arriving in the middle of the night in somewhere we didn't know, I think we've made good progress.
I agree. It's a decent amount of grass there turning into silage, and we've got a couple of fields already underway.
Yes, indeed. I think this could be quite good fun.
I think there might be some stoning going on next week, though. Wouldn't stand against a tree or offend me anywhere. I'll be throwing rocks your way.
There is a lot of rocks on there, which could potentially be quite lucrative.
Could be if we can find a way to do it, or potentially we can stockpile and use it in some landscaping, or making some lime for ourselves.
This is true. Yeah, no, looking forward to seeing what we can do. Decent sized fields as well.
Yeah, they came out good size. I was quite impressed, and plenty more land to go.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, we've only maybe done half of this quadrant. We've got a whole other one next to us, so yeah, lots of potential.
Yep, indeed. Oh, good fun as always. Nice to be back into it, and some new scenery. So looking forward to next week now.
For sure. Thanks, mate.
All right, you take care, and we'll catch you then.
Yeah, have a good week. Take care.
You too. All right, see you, mate.
Bye-bye.
Bye. All right, and there we go. That is us all wrapped up here for our first day in No Man's Land. So we'd jump up in the air and take a little bit of a look at what we've created and see our two fields there. And as FSG said, we've got a lot more land there on the other side of the trees and getting up the hill to be used. And then we've got quite a decent area here with the shed, with the silage bunker and everything to develop into a farmyard. Put some animal placeables down, maybe in a BGA of our own, greenhouses, all sorts. Maybe even get some production chains in here. We will see. Plenty of options. So there we go. But that is going to do it for us. I hope you have all enjoyed that. Something a little bit different for FSG and I to try out. Not quite a true start from scratch survival, but it is a little bit of a start from scratch farm where we are creating our own little part of paradise. So let us know what you think. If you want to see us carry on with this, we'll certainly be keen to get your opinions. Thank you all for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.
Sorry, back.
No worries. I was just saying you'll be over flirting with that woman at the counter in a minute.
I can't see a woman.
Can you?
More ghosts.
Is there not a woman standing here at the counter?
Definitely not. Smokey's black book is there, that's all I can see.
Oh my goodness, there's a woman.
Maybe a number's in there.
There's a woman standing behind the counter for me. This is getting stranger and stranger.